Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It is Ryan
And Angela.
from Hyrule,
Yes.
deep in the heart of Hyrule.
I rule.
Hyrule.
Okay.
Welcome to another Ask RNA.
Yay!
I forgot what I was going to say.
don't
I think
know.
it's number, I don't even know what number it is. 39? You say 39?
I believe so.
It might be 39. We'll see.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. First question. Kurgel Kreutzer.
Hi.
Hi there. Last minute question. Your thoughts on Johnny Cash and his importance in music?
Okay.
Thoughts?
I'm not sure. My parents really didn't listen to Johnny Cash. I remember seeing him. I remember from Hee Haw, him being on there. And then watching like older episodes with him and his wife. And
June Carter.
I didn't realize how many songs she actually wrote, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't know necessarily his impact on music. I mean, he kind of broke the mold of like the traditional, the way the guys looked,
fine line.
and the way they performed, and he was very rough around the edges, with his substance abuse and everything like that. But I'm not sure. I don't know country music enough, and I don't know a lot of people who are influenced by that would say or have said that they're influenced by his music. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to actually give an informed opinion on.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that I was ever a big Johnny Cash fan. I mean, I recognize he is, super famous.
Yes.
And, he walked a fine line. Between sort of rock and rockabilly and country. And he kind of started off as a rock artist, really, of the time. As contemporaries with Elvis and in the early days of that stuff, and then kind of became more of a country artist. Although I sort of see him more as a rockabilly Americana kind of guy. But I was never a real big fan. And then when we lived in Tulsa, of course, I had a friend that I worked with who loved Johnny Cash.
He did.
Hi, Seth. And he would come to work every day.
Are.
And he would sing Johnny Cash songs a cappella. Just all the time. I'm like, Seth, you're killing me with this Johnny Cash stuff, man. But eventually, after like a year and a half of having to listen to Seth sing Johnny Cash every day, I was like, all right, you know what? It's kind of catchy.
Okay.
He's kind of he's a good songwriter, storyteller, kind of good storyteller, kind of songwriter.
Yes.
It's kind of like eating vegetables. If you eat them long enough, eventually you'll like them.
Yeah.
I guess. So I kind of appreciate Johnny Cash, and I teach some of his songs, some of our students. Mm-hmm. But I think it's difficult to say because my main field of music that I really enjoy and pay a lot of attention to is more rock oriented than country. Mm-hmm. But I think he did have a huge impact on country music, and the kind of whole rebel scene of the early rebel country kind of stuff. But it's great in a way, and I tell students all the time, listen, his songs were not complicated structurally, very simple songs, very simple chord progressions. He was not a phenomenal vocalist. I mean, he's no Pavarotti or anything. He had character to his voice, and he had attitude, and he became incredibly successful, popular musician. Mm-hmm. So I think there's something to be said about that. That's not always your technical prowess or how complex of music you write or anything. If you write catchy music, you write catchy music.
Right.
But
his grit and his attitude behind it and the lyrics were deep enough where it was like, wow, he has something to say.
Yeah. But it's almost more about how you deliver it.
It's kind of like, I don't know who I was going to compare him to.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah, it was just had this rough, tortured soul to him.
I was going to say Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Honestly, because Kurt Cobain is not the greatest guitar player, not the greatest vocalist, and lyrically, a lot of their stuff's like, what are you talking about? But yet, ultra mega huge hit band that their influence, can't be denied. Love Nirvana, hate Nirvana, you can't deny that they influenced a ton of people. So,
yeah, they had the tortured soul thing going on too.
Tortured soul. That's all you need to be successful.
Sorry, my sniffling. I have lots of allergies. I did lawn duty today.
Yeah, you
I
did
pulled lawn duty.
You did a lot of it. I couldn't because my back hurts.
Yeah. That's why we have children.
Yeah.
I oversaw the children's.
Yeah.
No, I actually was like,
Yeah, you like to get in there and get your hands dirty.
I do.
Chop down some
Get it done.
weeds and stuff. So there you go, Kurgle. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting question.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. Next question. Ow, holy crap. I should have done that. Calm down. Bring it down.
Yeah.
Boochie Daddykins. G'day, guys. Thanks for another great vid. Roll on Monday, moonshine. Let's see. Ryan, I love that tone on your guitar. Question. Would you have time to do a demo for us playing the Cheers theme using that same guitar and settings?
I love that song.
Well, I didn't play guitar on the last when Paul was here. Did I? No, I did.
Yeah.
Actually, I did.
But Paul started the Cheers thing last week on the piano.
Oh, okay,
Did you leave
yeah.
it in there?
I did. I left that in there. No, you're right, because I did come in the middle of the video and I kind of taught the little harmonic thing on the LTD. I was like, you know what? I've never actually learned the Cheers theme.
I love the Cheers
on
theme.
piano or guitar.
Yeah.
So maybe. We'll see. I don't have time today to do that, but so it just came to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I was playing my LTD EC1000T with the headset from EMG. So maybe I'll have to sit down and work that out, I guess.
Sounds good.
We'll see. All right, next question. Do you have any experience with acoustic emulator pedals? I'm busking at the moment with my Ton acoustic electric guitar, but I'm considering switching to my Diamond Bolero because it's easier to play. Will give me a little more scope in terms of effects.
Sweet.
The only experience I really had was when I worked not a few years ago, it's been like 10 years ago, at a very big, huge music chain store. I did play around with Boss. They had an acoustic simulator pedal at the time, and played with it some, and I found it pretty interesting. It does a reasonable job of faking the acoustic guitar sound. It's not gonna be 100%, sound like an acoustic guitar, but it gets that vibe. And sometimes depending on your acoustic guitar, if you're miking it through a PA system or whatever, sometimes acoustic guitars don't sound really awesome.
Right.
So I think if you got the right one and you adjust the settings, you could pull off acoustic tones reasonably well, at least for busking, anyways. So I think it's worth giving it a shot. But I don't have any experience with more recent models. But if I were you, I would just take that guitar and go to your local shop and try out as many acoustic simulators as you can get your hands on. Even through maybe your rig, whatever amp you're going to use, and just give it a try and see what you think. Couldn't hurt.
Nope.
So great question, man.
There you go.
Thanks so much. And then final question.
Final question.
From Adam Lamar, who has a beard. Speaking of clerks, if you need a Dante type employee who's never there, feel free to put me on the payroll for an hour. For all the hour I actually work, lol.
And
that was
in the form of a question.
And in the form of a question, so you have to answer on video. Would the three of you like to join the Warefoot crew when we watch the Sword/Opeth show at the Gas Monkey live in Rocktober? Warefoot would be Adam's band. So Adam Lamar is quite a musician. He has a band. He's from Nacogdoches. Go check him out. He's got stuff on his YouTube channel. Yeah. You can go check out some of Adam's music if you click on one of his comments. Click on his name. I don't know. I think I've seen the Sword before, actually. Open somewhere. I've never seen Opeth live. That would be interesting. I don't know. Depends on what day.
In Rocktober.
In Rocktober. Did you say Monday?
No.
No, he just said, when you go watch them. Depends on the day, Adam. You have to send me the details.
Yes.
Because we work late a lot of times, and then, working late at the shop.
We have limited time.
And then leaving to go, to a show or something in Dallas. And I don't get out to see a lot of shows these days. It's got to be on the right night of the week. So, I don't know if Angela or Paul would want to go. I might be interested. Depends. I like to see Opeth. I'm more interested in Opeth than the sword, actually. So we'll talk about it later. But yeah, final question. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, man. So if you have any questions for next week or comments, of course, we do read all the comments as well. But if you have a question for next week, leave it for us. We'll try to get to it then. And y'all try to stay cool. It's about 100 degrees here in Texas this entire week. So it's...
Got my tan line.
It's the brutes. It's brutes outside. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I have a tan. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Look how white that arm
Oh my
is.
gosh. That was like really bright on the screen.
I just threw off the
Hurt my
white.
eyes.
I just threw off the white balance.
Like the sun came in the room.
So I should get a tan. Is what
Farmer's tan much.
Yeah. You should see my neck though. It's really brown. Yeah, I'm not getting a tan bed. Screw that. Who wants cancer? Not this guy. Anyways, thank y'all guys so much. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Wheelie, 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 wheelie. Master Sword. I wore this for Pat.
Awesome.
Just for you, Pat. And Aiden, because he loves
he
Zelda.
loves Zelda. Yes.
Link.
He likes Zelda.
Well,
The video game Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Link's the hero.
Yes.
Zelda's the princess.
Legend of Link.
Legend of the Princess Zelda, who the hero is Link.
Yes. Whom